We'll jump over to burst mode just for a second. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do a little pan, and so if you're watching, click and hold, and really what I should do is turn on my speaker because that is so cool. So that's that 10 frame a second scenario, and let's actually, you'll also notice that it's doing a facial recognition even on something that's so small, handsome but small, at this end, and it automatically found that, and it's automatically focusing over there. Okay? So the thing about that, talking about sharpness, when you're shooting in this burst mode, the thing to remember that's very cool, when you come over to your camera roll, what used to be camera roll, this has, if we look in the upper left, it says that there is a burst, this is a burst series of images. If we go to all images, and we go to our albums to recently added, you can see that little, matter of fact, we'll do this. Zoom, if you didn't know, a triple finger tap now allows you to zoom in on your interface. So now I can come over here and with a triple tap, I can show you that thumbnail has that little teeny ring on it. So if you're zooming in, so that right there is showing you that it's that's a cool trick, huh? It's also turned on. If you don't have it turned on, it's available in accessibility in your settings. That zoom tap is actually, before iOS 8, you could still do that as well by turning that on. That's a triple finger tap and a triple finger pan and zoom. But that is showing me that that is actually a series of shots. When I click on that, you notice at the bottom there is a select option, and that shows me all the images. But we're talking about sharpness right now, and you'll notice the very bottom, let's see if I can do this again. At the very bottom, it has a little dot on some of my images, and that little dot is telling me those are the sharpest images. So I'll zoom out. So each time that it gets to that, that's going to be the sharpest out of the series. Okay? So in this case, I'm moving in low light extremely fast, purposely doing that. But that shot, because it has a dot, is sharper than that shot. So all things being equal, is those are going to be the sharper ones. And what you do, it's actually none of these are selected now. So if I look at this series, if I like, you know, okay, that one will do. If you tap on it, it gives you that little checker box in the lower bottom right. Okay, that's great. I also wanted to do one of these with the flower. None of these, I was going so fast, you can see that, but we'll just say that I like that because it's a motion blur shot. So I click on it and it saved that one. And do I need, and again, if you scroll down to the bottom, you can scroll through them, or you can swipe. If you swipe up here, you can actually zoom up to check for focus. But when you're done, you say done in the upper right-hand corner, and you say keep everything, or just only keep those two favorites. So that's great. So you can shoot bursts to your heart's content and not worry about it filling up your camera roll. Take advantage of it. Okay? If we come back here to our camera, the other neat thing about that burst mode, which also people may not have realized, going back up to the top of our interface, our little timer. So this is either a 3 or 10-second timer for shooting them. If I come up here and I do, we'll just use 3 seconds. Let's say you hand your camera to somebody, you want somebody to take a series of pictures. Could you take a picture of us real quick? You know, we do this all the time. We're going to come up here and you're going to tell the person, just click on it. It now, when you're in selfie timer mode, it takes 10 pictures in burst mode because you don't want to trust the person who's going your camera or the people that are in front of the camera to actually smile. So with 10 shots, you can actually have your group fool around, muck about, smile, laugh, throw the friend in the air, whatever you want. And the person who's taking the picture just taps once, and no matter what they do, you get 10 shots. And then you go through that, and you get that same burst mode and say select. Now I've got 10 versions of those, and now especially in this, since it's the same shot, I can just come up here and say, just save that one. And that certainly is going to be the sharpest shot out of that 10, which is pretty darn cool, that it automatically, instantaneously does an analysis at a pixel level for sharpness and tells me which ones are sharpest out of that set. It also is looking for faces. It's also looking for smiles and faces. So if I was doing a series of people, either a selfie or something else, it will highlight in that set the ones that have faces and the ones that have smiles on those faces. It's doing that. That's, like I said, it's got a bloody supercomputer in here, and it's using that to do stuff that, you know, would never be done in an SLR, right? The SLRs are just getting into facial recognition right now, right? That's been around in point and shoots for 100 years. Finally, we've got facial recognition in a, you know, $10,000 SLR camera. Anyway, I digress. So back to our camera. So that is our timer is awesome. You can turn that off. It stays on. It's obviously in the upper right for sweeping around. While we're here, we'll just, you know, mention how close. You can see that you can get a pretty darn good close shot in this scenario. So we can focus on that expose for it. And that is, like I said, it's a 10 centimeter. You can see the edge of this. So you can see that proximity. We're about, you know, 4 to 6 inches. That is sharp on the edge. The center of the little flower here is not. So that's giving you the range of the closest. And of course, it goes back into the distance, has actually quite a nice depth of field.